Dear Teroxx community, welcome to our weekly crypto news and market update video. And BitMEX Arthur Hayes said people should go for cryptos instead of stocks, and he said this due to there was this short squeeze by Reddit users when it comes to GameStop shares and stuff like this, and then afterwards the brokers stopped the trading, so a lot of private people lost money while the hedge funds were able to then chill and to get shit done. So all in all, it was a very uncommon situation for everyone. But withdraw all your money from your broker is now Hayes' statement. He said the game masters just didn't like how the game was being played, so they just jacked up margin to force a course correction. And if we're now taking a look to the GameStop share, we can see it was a share with literally no movement. 80% of the circulating supply were short shares, or short positions, so there was no hope for a good return on this. And then the people pushed it to the top, and then the hedge fund needed to buy it back with even higher prices. But then, how you can see, all the brokers stopped the trading, and then the price nearly fell down to the levels before, and people who bought in at high prices to support the short squeeze were not able to sell anymore. And this, of course, is something that it's maybe not good, and this is maybe not fair, but all in all, this will never ever happen to digital assets. So Arthur Hayes said, come to digital assets. Did you hear? Justice is given. In Switzerland, you now can pay your taxes with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The next step for mass adoption in the canton of Zug, you now are able, with the company Bitcoin Swiss, to pay via Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the first step forward for crypto adoption has been enabled by the pioneering work from the Zug cantonal tax office using the Bitcoin Swiss crypto payment solution. So what we can see here is a fundamental huge news for Bitcoin. The first North American or Canadian Bitcoin ETF nears 100 million volume in the first few hours. So what we as well can see here, next step for an investment product which is based or backed by Bitcoin. And this is quite interesting. We saw nearly $100 million volume in the first hours. And the CEO of this ETF provider from Purpose Investments said that they believe in Bitcoin as the first and largest asset in the emerging cryptocurrency ecosystem. It's poised to continue its growth and adoption as an alternative asset. So all in all, here we can see as well a fundamental positive news for cryptos, for Bitcoin. This is quite huge, and the volume as well was quite good, so the ETF started very positive. If we're now taking a look on the 7-day performance of the market capitalization, we can see we started the week with $1.4 trillion. It went up to 1.76, and then we saw the resistance in market capitalization, a double top, so to speak, and now a huge sell-off in the last hours. So we're nearly down back to the levels we started this week, but all in all, we had quite positive days before. The 7-day performance, we as well can see Bitcoin is still up by a few percent, by Ethereum, Cardano, Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Stellar, they are all in the red. Cardano is not in the red, but had a huge downtrend too. So all in all, the market seems to have reached the local top. It's quite interesting to see. We had a red futures opening in the financial market, but this downtrend is just based on that we had an upward trend that was too big, so we needed a correction. What we need to see is that we built a support down here at around 46,600, and this support which we can see here led to a direct upwards movement back to 52. Okay, so we had this huge upswing over here. We then built a resistance which was touched 2 times, and then the market nearly exploded again. So we built it on top at around 58,400. So based from the support or the resistance, we built it from the support onwards to the resistance. It was an uptrend of around 12%, and afterwards it was another 10% to 11% upwards trend. And of course, if I'm scrolling out, this is a huge bull market, and now we're seeing the first downtrends in the last week. So this is quite interesting, and we now seeing a dip of around 14%. We lost the MA50, 100 and 200 line as well, the support area, which the former resistance could have given now or act now as support. It did not. So the next support is exactly where we are hanging right now at around 50k. If we're losing this, the next support would down here in this region. So all in all, the market needed to come down a little. Let's see what will act as a support due to after such a bull market. And if you're having such fast upswings, there is literally nothing that can act as a support due to you just rushed through all the resistances. So let's see where we will stop. But the market all in all is coming down and cooling down now, even if we saw a huge uptrend the last weeks. Hope you like this video. If you do so, I would love you to comment, like, or share this video, and we'll see you next time when it comes to weekly crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx.